proof is now emerging that Trump's Kashmir mediation claim is a lie, because as you were mentioning, Geeta, Ivanka Trump on 28th June briefed the media about what was discussed between the US President Donald Trump and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In fact, she didn't ever mention Kashmir. It wasn't even on the list. It wasn't even one of the issues to have been discussed or taken up between both the leaders. This, as both the United States and Indian officials have confirmed that there was no mention of Kashmir in the bilateral meeting on the sidelines of the G20 summit in Osaka. And I remember, Geeta, they did have a cordial interaction in the wake of rising differences as far as trade tariff is concerned. There was a lot of tension on that matter, but there was no mention of Kashmir, which prompts one to ask, where exactly is the US President making such a claim that he was asked by the Indian Prime Minister to act as a mediator, to be an arbitrator on such a sensitive issue like Kashmir between India and Pakistan?
Well, if you see the past record of President Trump, Avantika, there is a need that we see of President Trump wanting to be a peace broker in many regions, be it North Korea or the way he handled the Iran issue, looking at Persian Gulf and Saudi Arabia and West Asia, or for that matter the Indian subcontinent, wherein Afghanistan is very crucial and critical. Look, for US, the issue of China and Chinese presence in Afghanistan and China's influence in Pakistan are great areas of concern.
Right.
And that did come up between Prime Minister Imran Khan and President Donald Trump. Having said that, given that President Trump thinks he can play a major role, and is the reason why in any conversation that India had with the US President with regards to cross-border terrorism and terrorism emanating from Pakistan, he in all probability misinterpreted that as trying to solve the issue of Kashmir. Rather than looking at the security crisis, he delved on the political crisis, which is not what India meant.
Very interesting. In fact, let's just listen to what Ivanka Trump had to say in her briefing to the media after the G20 summit that took place in Osaka, Japan. Listen in.
We are here at the G20 in Osaka, and the Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Abe just concluded a meeting with the President talking about 5G technology, particularly with a focus on its security implications. Really important meeting, and lay the foundation for a subsequent productive conversation, a one-on-one meeting between the President and Prime Minister Modi, where the same issues were covered, of course 5G, as well as the trade relationship between the United States and India, a critical trading partner and a critical security partner and a critical ally. So it was a productive discussion. Everything from Iran to national security was covered by the President and the US delegation with their Indian counterparts. And it's been a productive morning, to say the least.
Well, India has already launched a very strong protest. They have rubbished US President Donald Trump's claim that the Prime Minister had asked him to mediate in the Kashmir dispute with Pakistan. India formally lodging that strong protest with White House and the State Department for wrongful attribution of a court to the Prime Minister by US President Trump. He claimed that Prime Minister Narendra Modi had asked him to mediate on Kashmir issue when both the leaders met 2 weeks ago. The Foreign Ministry has also denied the US President Donald Trump's claim. In fact, in a late-night tweet, Ministry of External Affairs spokesperson Ravish Kumar clarified no such request was made by the Prime Minister. Trump's statement comes as India maintains that Kashmir issue is always going to be a bilateral one, and there will be no third-party mediation whatsoever. Several US lawmakers and congressmen have also attempted damage control after Trump's bluff on Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
I was with Prime Minister Modi 2 weeks ago, and we talked about this subject. And he actually said, would you like to be a mediator or arbitrator? I said, where? He said, Kashmir, because this has been going on for many, many years. I was surprised at how long it's been going on.
70 years.
I think they'd like to see it resolved, and I think you'd like to see it resolved. And if I can help, I would love to be a mediator.
We have tried our best. We've made all overtures to India to start dialogue, resolve our differences through dialogue. But unfortunately, we haven't made headways as yet. But I'm hoping that President Trump would push this process.
बहुत अरसा बीत गया कि इसका किसी ने जिक्र ही नहीं किया। कश्मीर का तो लफ्ज़ इस्तेमाल ही नहीं किया जाता था। अक़वाम मुत्तहिदा की तकरीरों में भी आपके सामने है, आप उठा के देख लीजिए। हमारे बड़े बड़े सूरमा हो गुजरे जो कि उसका जिक्र करते हुए के वर्ड जो है वो तकरीबन ममनू हो चुका था। ठीक, तो अगर उसको सामने रखें तो मैं समझता हूँ कि दोबारा एक चीज़ में जान पड़ी है।
Let me go back once again to our Foreign Affairs editor who's been getting in all the reactions from the Foreign Ministry. Geeta, if you hear the US President Donald Trump, it doesn't really come across as a reckless, ill-informed remark. He seems to be quite confident to have been asked to act as mediator between India and Pakistan. Doesn't this also serve as a huge embarrassment for the United States?
Well, it does. And when it comes to the United States of America and particularly President Trump, nothing sounds reckless till the time you go and delve into the details of the statement to only find out that that clarifications are required, that not everything that has been spoken is right. It's not about him lying, but it's about him being incorrect. He said it with such confidence because he thought he was right in saying what he interpreted with the conversations that have been taking place between India and the United States of America, Avantika. But the White House and the State Department have come out and clarified that Kashmir is a bilateral issue. And I've been saying this since last night. India can say all it wants. Pakistan is only going to play up the video and the bite of Donald Trump till the time there isn't a clear statement that comes out of White House and State Department. While they have mentioned this, they have not come out and really said that the president got it wrong, that he was ill-informed, and they cannot do that because diplomatically they cannot talk about their president getting things wrong.
Right.
A clarification has come, but we know that Pakistan is going to continue playing up the entire story the way it does. Also, more importantly, if there is an arbitration request by India, if there is a mediation request by India, it cannot be done in secrecy. It would have had to come out someday or the other. And why would India want to hide such a thing if India had requested it? Because then it cannot be done in secrecy. So Pakistan should understand that if India has clarified its position on Kashmir being a bilateral dispute, then there is no way that a third-party intervention can be allowed, and therefore there could not have been a request made by Prime Minister Modi.
Right, Geeta Mohan, thanks so much for joining us. And this is what the latest is, that the opposition, meanwhile, has demanded a clarification from the Prime Minister. The Congress, in fact, has even gone ahead and questioned the Prime Minister's silence over Trump's mediation claim on Kashmir, despite the fact that S. Jaishankar, the Foreign Minister, has totally objected to the Kashmir mediation claim made by the US President Donald Trump on the Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.